Good morning, Thundercats fans. Today we're going to be taking a look at SDCC 2011 Bandai America Thundercats Classic Lion-O exclusive. Now the box is actually a little bit thinner than I thought it would be. I thought it would kind of come out a little bit wider on the sides, but this is no matter. It holds the figure absolutely perfectly. Now it's a little bit too big to fit in frame, so I'm going to pick the camera up for a second. You can see it's got that nice Thundercats logo up here at the top, Thundercats Classic. Now the emblem is, I think, one of the first images we ever saw from the new series. That kind of cracked and faded emblem. Looks really, really nice. Back, plain, nothing. Bandai. 15 plus, that's interesting. So this is not intended for kids. I wonder what makes this different from the regular release. So I imagine it would be for kids too. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and take it out of the box. It just opens right here on the side. The figure slides right out. Let's get this out of the way. I'm going to adjust up just a little bit. Well, first let's take a look down here. You can see we've got the little platform for his swords. A little higher. You can see Lion-O up here, looking fantastic. We got the claw over here, both swords. Looks great. And it doesn't look collector friendly at first, but it is. The sides have little tabs on them. Now if you cut around these tabs with an X-Acto knife or like a safety blade or something like that, you'll be able to fold these open and they'll slide right through these holes on the side of the package. So I've already done that, so I can show you right here. Basically I'm just going to give these a pull. Actually, first things first, let's take a look at this. He does come with a set of instructions, which is very helpful. It's not anything you wouldn't have been able to figure out on your own. It's just nice that Bandai included it. And they're actually specific to this Lion-O. There is the pieces right here for the platform, which you can see down in here in the corner. It shows you how to remove his. One interesting thing to note is that on this version, the claw does not fit over his hand. It actually replaces his hand. So it's going to look much nicer once it's on the figure. And also you will be able to store the dagger inside the glove. Inside the box, first thing we're going to do, we're just going to take them right on out. And here he is. SDCC exclusive Bandai America Lion-O. I gotta say, my brother was the one who was big into the into Transformers, G.I. Joe, stuff like that. Got into because of him. Thundercats, I loved this show when I was a kid. And when they first announced that these things were going to be 8 inches tall, I was kind of bummed because I knew it wouldn't fit in scale with anything else, and you know, it's just not really kind of what I collect. But I gotta say, having this guy out of package and in hand, he was absolutely perfect. He is fantastic. There's no doubt about it. Up here, we're going to start with articulation. He has got a hinged neck. You might not be able to see. It doesn't have too much movement, but it does have some. Be able to lean back and forward. The problem with mine is it tends to pop back in place. I don't know if it's on a spring or what, but see that? It might just be a stressed joint. You know, the plastic just trying to bounce back, but whatever. Up at the upper part of his neck, at the base of his head, he does have a slight ball joint. He can spin 360. It is on a very tight joint, which is probably due to the paint. But you can see he's got a little bit of leeway in there. On the side, you might be able to see a little bit more. Not a ton, but some. The shoulders, He's got these wonderful, wonderful swivel hinge shoulders. They swivel out all the way around, and they hinge out all the way up to here on both arms. Very, very well done. Another swivel up here at the bicep. Hinged elbows, which do have a great range. They do bend to slightly more than 90 degrees, which is better than most things these days. Now, it's interesting, in his wrists, he's got these Revoltech style swivel hinge swivel joints. So the hands will be removable to put on the other hands. Got a little ball on the end there. And you can see the ball moves up and down, but will also swivel outward. You can see that. So it operates just like a Revoltech joint, it just doesn't have the clicks. So you'll be able to move up and down, swipe it to the side, and then kind of move it in and out. So a lot of range in the hands, which is great. Now, the midsection is excellent. It's broken into two joints. Up here we have a hinge joint, which lets him go back and forth. Not a lot, but some. Which doesn't appear to be present on Tiger. I'm not really sure why. But whatever. The waist here is on this really, really great ball joint. So you can go side to side, back that far. Move his arm out of the way. He's got great balance too. Forward that far. So you can get some really nice poses out of him. Actually, my belt, I don't know if they're supposed to be glued in, but mine's not attached, so you can slide this up a little bit. You can see down in here the ball joint mechanism working. Well, I can see it, you probably can. You can see it a little. It is a great, great addition to the figure. Okay, down in the legs, got these great swivel hinge hips again, go out that far. To the sides, we have perfect split action. Looks great. Now, people were asking about these thigh cuts initially because of the muscle going over right here, and they work perfectly and they look great. They swivel side to side all the way around. So like even when you're moving him out to the side, you can keep that muscle where it looks natural. Very, very impressive. The excellent, excellent range of these double jointed knees. I love them. Excuse me, camera slipped. What I love about these knees in particular is that they're useful. There's a lot of people who make double jointed knees that don't get much more range than a single joint. But watch this. You bend the top joint all the way down, you're going to get right to there. About a single joint knee. This is going to pivot here, and it's never going to touch here because it is perfectly designed. See that? You get a great range of motion out of this double knee because it's not designed with one joint in mind. It's designed as a double joint. It's perfect. He's also got swivel boot tops, which the only joint I have not been able to get moving yet is this swivel boot. I suspect once I toss him in the freezer he'll be fine, but all of these were, I guess it's probably because of the paint job, they're very, very tight, and every single one had to be cracked out of place. So like this would be stiff, pop, good to go. And it didn't feel like I was going to break anything. This one I'm a little wary of because the plastic is a bit softer than the joints, so it feels like it's twisting more than it is breaking. So once I harden that up in the freezer, it'll be fine. Excellent range in the ankles as well. Go about that far down, that far up, and what's this? Oh, side to side action. I love this on figures. I love being able to take deep stances and still maintain flat-footedness. Awesome. So that's Lion-O in a nutshell. He is a wonderful, wonderful figure. Just, I mean, absolutely everything I've wanted in the Thundercats toy since I was a kid. I mean, just look at the detail, if you can see that on his face. His eyes are painted to look exactly like the old cartoon. Just fantastic. Looks great. Okay, we're going to put him over here for a second. Let's take a look. Where'd I put his package? At his swords. Now, the interesting thing about the packaging is that these swords are kind of held in by these little tabs right here. If you are very careful, you will be able to get them out without having to cut those tabs so that it's still collector friendly. So they actually kind of pop into place a little bit, so if I can get that. There we go. Kind of move that over the Eye of Thundera, and you should be able to pop this guy right out, just like that. I'm going to show these together because they work together. The glove is great. Right here you're going to see this little tab that's included in the package. That is designed so that, just like the old show, the old figure at least, or whatever, clip it right here to the belt. It's a bit cumbersome, it's a bit silly, but it does work. It's better than them having to raise the cost to give us another one to lay flat. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. My line will probably be wearing it all the time anyway. And the dagger, there's a slot right in the top here, and it's great because as you see this cutout right here, stand up, Lino, the dagger will slide right into the slot there and it'll clip, sort of, and it leaves the Eye of Thundera present in the claw. It looks great. The other neat thing is, you pop that out, you can leave this sheathed while you put it on his hand. So, a little tricky to get it on there, just because it's on that hinge joint, but once on, looks awesome. I mean, look at that. If you want to, you can stop the review now, because I know you already want it. Look at it, it's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get the same hinge action that you did previously, but you still do maintain the swivel in the wrist. So, got some nice posing in it. Now the sword itself, or the dagger anyway, it is very nicely chromed. I've taken this in and out of the sheath a couple times in the glove, and I have not experienced any scratching yet. That's not to say that there won't be, I just haven't had any yet. It looks great. The detail is fantastic. I mean, you've got all the grips, the pommel. These are turned down, obviously, so I mean, it's a great representation of the dagger from the show. It looks fantastic.